Hey, what's up guys, Adam here and welcome to a computer build thing again. This series is still continuing because I really love this series. It's really fun. I can just be creative and whatnot, and I just enjoy computers, so this is a series which I enjoy doing. So yeah, it's gonna continue for some time. And I decided to do another video because the X99 platform is out, and so is the new i7-5960X 8-core processor by Intel. So this is the first ever consumer 8-core processor. They have had Xeon 12-core processors, but those were 2 gigahertz and they're really old now. And this is their new kind of CPU, so yeah, you get the point. Anyway, let's just get started. I don't really know what else to say apart from me just showing you the parts. So anyway, for the CPU, I went with the Core i7-5960X. As I said, this is a 3 gigahertz processor. It's 64-bit, obviously. It has 20 megabytes of L3 cache, 8 times 256 kilobytes of L2 cache. It's on the 22 nanometer thingy bob. It has hyperthreading, but it doesn't have integrated graphics, and it doesn't have any CPU cooler with it. Now, I mean, I'm gonna leave the video title as video editing / gaming, because you'll see later on I chose 3 980s, and that's another reason why I made this video, because the 980s are out. So this is video editing and gaming. It does both brilliantly, the best you want it to. So yeah, obviously if you're a video editor, you're gonna want a water cooled computer to keep it at the lowest temps while doing the best editing and whatnot. And so for the CPU cooler, I went with the Corsair H110. It's pretty much one of the best liquid coolers out there. It does support the new X99 platform. Is 280 millimeters big. Noise level is 35 decibels, but you could always change the fans. I forgot to add in the fans, but you could just add in 2 static pressure Corsair ones, the quiet editions. And for the CPU paste, I went with the Arctic Silver 5 high density 12 grams one. And the thing is, the reason why I forgot to say it before, but the reason why it doesn't have any integrated graphics is because if you're paying that much, £750 for a CPU, chances are you're gonna have a very good graphics card, very good. So that's why I didn't add it in, and it saves more money, so they can just put more towards the actual processor itself and cut down on the price at the same time. So yeah, Arctic Silver 5 anyway, it's just normal what's it called? Oh yeah, thermal paste, there we go. But it's the best out there. It's made from 99.9% silver, pure silver, as it says it's there. I don't know why I can't speak properly today. It's quite early. It's 2:16 in the morning, PM, by the way. It's not really early, but anyway. For the motherboard, I went with the Asus Rampage 5 Extreme. It's an E80X motherboard running on LGA 2011-3. Obviously, I mean, it has 8 times 288 pin DIMM slots, so that's for the RAM. Can support up to 3000 megahertz of DDR4 RAM. It only supports DDR4. 64 gigs. It has RAID, no onboard video. It has Crossfire 4-way SLI, 8 SATA, 6 gigabytes, 2 SATA Express, onboard Ethernet, and onboard USB 3 headers. And you can see from here, it has a lot. It has, this mem test and whatnot. It's made for overclocking as well. I mean, from just here you can see there's a lot going on. They haven't hidden any of these little things. Asus motherboards aren't exactly the cleanest, but it's basically because of the features they have. I mean, I think that lights up, but I'm not sure. From here you can see that's 10 USB 3 ports. There's a PS2 slot. Don't even know why. There's 6 audio things and a 3 gold thing. I have no idea what that is. I did not really research into this. I just saw the price. It's very good motherboard. And yeah, Ethernet port, by the way. Yeah, that's the onboard Ethernet. So yeah, that's very good solid motherboard. Not much more I can say really. And for the RAM, Corsair Dominator Platinum 64 gigs, 4 times 4 GB RAM. It's at 2800 megahertz. I could have went with the G skill, but I just prefer Corsair mainly because it's Corsair. It's a better company in my opinion. And it just looks 10 times better. And plus, the Dominator Platinum is mainly, it's mainly in the very high-end workstations, and this is a very high-end workstation which costs a lot of money. So yeah, this is the best RAM in my opinion. Now for storage, as I said, it was workstation, so people are probably going to be doing a lot of 4K video editing, so I went with 6 Samsung 850 Pro series 1TB SSDs. These can be put in RAID. That's why look, RAID 0, or RAID 1. 2 OCZ PCIe, because I can, and that's RAID 01, whatever you choose. And then 12 terabytes of storage. Yep, 12 terabytes of storage. But this is also 6, and that's like 3.2. So you have crap ton of storage right there. You won't need anymore. And for the graphics card, I went with the GTX 980 4GB video card in 3-way SLI. I wanted to get the WinForce edition one, but it's not there. It's only this one, which is pretty annoying, but still, just imagine it's the WinForce one and then everything will be okay. Anyway, for the case, I went with the Fantex Enthoo Lux ATX full tower case. This case is like amazing. It's one of the best, and watch how many colors you have. I'm colorblind, so this is gonna be pretty hard for me. So red, something, green, something, I think that's blue, something, it's probably green, light blue, something, blue, green, orange. Yeah, you get the point. It keeps going on and on. Oh, here we go. Well, 10 colors, let your creativity go wild, because with that case anything is possible. For the power supply, I went with the Corsair AX 1500i 80 plus titanium certified fully modular power supply. I think I've put these in all the other videos I've done, so there's not much point going into it, but it's just a very good power supply, 94% efficiency, and they will power up your 3 GTX 980s easily. I went with a Blu-ray drive which costs 80 quid, because if you're doing workstation and stuff you're going to need a CD drive obviously, and 3 Asus PB peanut butter 287Q 60Hz monitors. These are at 1 millisecond, so they're good for gaming. 60Hz is okay. If you have VSync on, then you'll only be able to see 60Hz, and 60Hz is fine in my opinion. I don't really care between 16 and 120, but milliseconds I don't really care. The monitors are monitor in my opinion, and 3 of these for gaming are just going to be amazing. And for the sound card, I went with an Asus Sonorescence STX 24-bit 192 kHz sound card. This is at 7.1. And you also have the sound on a motherboard, but if that doesn't cut it for you, then if you're an audiophile, then you can use this. And for the fans, I went with 2 Air Series. Those are 2. I would have went with 4, but since the H110 is going to take up 2 of the the Enthoo Lux at the top, then 1 at the back, which is a 140, and 1 at the bottom, which is a 140, to take in all the heat from the graphics cards. And so yeah, it'll be pretty cool. And then there's a 200mm fan at the front of the Enthoo Lux, which is amazing. And now that I think of it, 3 GTX 980s is probably going to have a lot of heat, but at the same time, you could water cool it later on. And yeah, I went with I also went with a fan controller, which is an NZXT Sentry Mix 2 fan controller. I said fan controller twice because I can. I don't know. Yeah, it looks pretty confusing, but it's not. It's actually easy, and it's like not one of those stupid touch ones. You just that's like quietest or off, and then up is full blast awesomeness. Really cool computer that's really loud, like a jet engine. And I did add in a lot of peripherals. This is like a computer with the monitors and the keyboard and the mouse and the headphones and the speakers, because this is basically like, imagine you're a rich guy and you want to get a new PC, even though you probably have a PC. I don't know, you probably have a supercomputer, but and this is what you want to get. This is like the best. So rich guy, buy this, or give me the money and I'll buy it for myself. I'm joking. For the keyboard, I went with the Corsair K95 Vengeance. This is getting pretty tedious, as you guys can see anyway, but it has Cherry MX red switches, and it's a USB powered keyboard. There's nothing more to say. It's mechanical. I forgot to mention that. It's mechanical and it's pretty new. Not that new. Well, it's one of the latest. Well, it is the latest from Corsair, I should say. And for the mouse, I went with the Razer Naga Epic wireless laser mouse. It has like loads of buttons on the side for gaming and stuff. And although I prefer the ergonomicness of the Logitech's Performance MX, this has very high DPI, whereas the Logitech Performance MX mouse, which I have, doesn't have that high DP, but it's still good for me. I mean, this is for those crazy guys who like to play Call of Duty and World of Warcraft and whatnot, but then they wouldn't need this PC if they were going to play World of Warcraft or COD. But anyway, for the headphones, I went with the Sennheiser HD 800. They're like near $1,000, so I'm pretty sure audio is going to be very good with them. Circumoral, the open enclosure type. Don't even know what that means. Yeah, just take this all in, guys, because I'm not an audiophile. And for the speakers, I'm in 2.1 channel Logitech Z623 200 watt speakers. They just look like this. Pretty cool. I mean, sound is probably going to be good, like the 150 quid. And yeah, that's about it. The total comes in at 2,800 quid round. So yeah, this is the best computer you could buy. As you can see, there's no issues / incompatibilities found. It is the best PC you can buy at the time of recording this video. Like, the best. Unless like someone gets it cooler, like there's an ultimate water cooling. If you do ultimate water cooling, then it is the best PC. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this PC build. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Stay tuned if you like this kind of stuff and me talking about stuff that's to do with computers. And I also do Minecraft and gaming and stuff. If you want to check that out, it's pretty cool. I haven't released the latest Minecraft video yet, and the reason is because I'm waiting for Optifine to release a 1.8, because Mojang was like, oh, 1.8 has no lag, but it does have a lot of lag even on my PC, which can play Battlefield 4 on ultra settings with no lag. I know Battlefield 4 is a different game, but and also Crisis 3, so I'm pretty sure I could handle Minecraft. Minecraft is Minecraft, right? It's just blocks. But yeah, there's nothing, like I've already said the outro. Oh boy. I'm joking, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, please leave a like. Again, comment. Again, subscribe. Again, tell your friends to watch this video. Share it with your friends. Do all the awesome stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. Goodbye.